This guy went from being a literal barista to making over $15,000 per month at 19 years old, selling AI as a middleman to local business owners through a digital service based business. So stay tuned. If you want to learn how he did it, here's the exclusive interview between me and him of going through everything that he did to get to where he got to. I hope you enjoy. Just for the people that are watching, welcome back to another client testimonial. So first things first, thanks for hopping on. It's been, I don't know, how long has it been? Like 5, 6 months, 5 months?
Yeah, something like that,
Maybe
basically.
a little bit less. I think
I
four.
think four. I wouldn't say more than four. That's
Yeah, cool. Well, this is just going to be a pretty relaxed call. I'm gonna set frame of the call. Just kind
Mhm.
of capture your story. Kind of see what things have changed, like actually since before you started working with us and after. Um, breakthroughs you've had, just all that good stuff, and kind of show others what's possible. Sound good?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
before working with you, I've been kind of trying to start an agency for 2 years, and sending outreach messages, cold emails, and all that stuff. Usual stuff. Got some other courses, some other coaching programs, which
Yeah.
helped me a ton. Then after that, I was an appointment setter and then wanted to start my agency again. So I knew I needed someone to mentor me and to show me some real systems that are working that, I can ask any question I need. I can, ask anything I need and I have access to all the information that I actually need to get to 10, 20, 30, and, pass those numbers a month. So yeah, and then I found you, reached out to you. I was like, you didn't even need to sell me. Like, I was ready to start. I was
Give
just,
me the payment link.
yeah, just send me the payment link.
Yeah.
I just want to start as soon as possible. And, these results took longer than it should have because of the A to P. And,
Yeah,
those
dude,
that,
honestly, that held you back a lot. I know. Yeah.
yeah, it's like month or two. I couldn't do the outbound, but as soon as I started doing outbound, it was really fast.
So, real quick, before you dive into too much detail, who are you? How much are you currently making? Who do you help? And then what kind of results do you get for your clients?
Yeah, I'm Philip. I'm helping remodelers, which are remodeling kitchens and bathrooms, doing Facebook ads and lead generation and appointment setting appointments for them as well. And right now, I'm currently making between because I have lots of paper appointment clients, but
Yeah.
I'm making around 13 to 16K, something around those numbers. It really depends
Okay.
on the month. Yeah. And that's recurring revenue, so which is good.
What
Um,
we focus on in the program, recurring revenue, right? It's all that
yeah,
matters.
recurring
Yeah.
revenue. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, awesome. I love it. Now let's go ahead and rewind a bit. So let's go back. I don't know, about like 4.5 months ago, 5 months ago, where you kind of first found me. You found me on YouTube
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I figure that's what most people did as well. So I guess where were you at before joining, right? You mentioned you were at zero. What niche were you in then? If it was different, I don't really remember all that good stuff.
Yeah, I was trying out like dozens of niches. I was like, before that, I've been trying all niches possible, like
Yeah.
just switching and switching and, you know, haven't really booked any appointments. And I've been sending like, there's been times I've been sending like 500 emails a day, which is
Oh,
crazy for zero appointments.
dude, that's it's gotta take a long time too.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I've been switching niches. And before starting working with you, I wanted to work with med spas, but then I made a decision to maybe
Yeah.
focus on
Yeah,
nurse.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get any MedSpa clients before?
No, I didn't have many
Yeah.
clients before working with you.
Cool. I'd love to hear it. So I guess monthly revenue around then was zero then. I guess how are you feeling then? Because like honestly, I feel like everyone kind of goes through like a similar kind of transformation. They're like, oh, I don't really believe it's gonna be possible, and then they're on the call and they're making money, and like before you know it, that they're doing really well and traveling and doing all this stuff. But I guess
before you kind of found my stuff, before you kind of decided to like make that jump, join and be a part of what we're building here, is like how are you feeling about things just in general?
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. It's crazy. Like I mean I was always always knew that it's possible, but in
Yeah.
reality, like deep in myself, I wasn't sure about that. But when I got the systems, when I got everything, when I with these coaching calls and actually seeing you succeed, as well as all the results of other guys and everything,
Yeah.
it really made me believe more in this, and it made me succeed. So
Hell yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I guess what were some big challenges that you're running through? I guess, and like, because like it's taken you kind of like you kind of had like a little bit of an exponential thing with us. Like you haven't really signed much clients or booked any too many appointments until like more recently, right? So I guess what was that kind of switch? I guess.
yeah, honestly, lots of things, lots of combination, lots of things. Not gonna tell everything here on this call, video.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Lots of systems I didn't even know they existed, and lots of, instructions and information I didn't have. How should I do sales calls, booking appointments? How should I go for all of those things? I was pretty amateur. I was like everyone else who's trying to start their own agency and those things, but mostly information, coaching calls like 3 times a week with,
Yeah.
sales, those things, like really, really a lot of help in chat, always asking questions, always information is always available. So
We
I think,
shouting out Brandon in this.
yeah, yeah. I mean, information is always available, so I think that's the thing that helped me a lot.
Cool. Yes, you probably like me and honestly so many others like have looked at other programs, obviously looked at other people on
Yeah.
YouTube. I guess did you kind of look into other programs or just were mainly just try figuring it out on your own?
I had other programs, and it didn't help
Shit.
me at
No.
all.
Oh, which ones did you have? Do you mind saying?
I wouldn't say it, but I had
Yeah, that's
a
I
few.
figured not. I figured not. It's usually,
I had a few. I had a
yeah.
few. I had a few. More popular ones and one less popular, but you know,
Yeah. Yeah, I
mostly
think that's
courses. I would say less of a programs, mostly just courses.
right. Yeah, I think there's a difference, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, what kind of ultimately made you decide to pull the trigger with me, Brandon, and the rest of the guys and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, because I really, saw a few of your YouTube videos before, and I saw you just, I saw your process, and that you honestly became the way you are right now. I mean, did you
Yeah.
really achieve this success? It's not like money of your parents or whatever, just to show off on YouTube and, sell a program. And I saw
Mhm.
that it's really, honest, and I don't know, I just got the feeling, yeah, that I needed that program, and I got a good feeling of you when joining. So yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like I kind of get that a lot. Like the authentic feel. Like people kind of like the authentic, honest
yeah.
look into things a lot more. Okay, so fun question.
Hmm.
You joined, right? You got inside, you saw all the content and support, which when you joined, there wasn't as much content as there is now, obviously. But what did you do first? Like, what's the first thing that you did for all these people that are watching this, like right now? They're just like hesitating, moving forward, or even thinking about booking a call. It's like, what did you do first that kind of put you on the right track to start getting these results?
Hmm. That's a good question, but I'm not honestly sure about the specific things. I mean, after joining, I just jump right into, program content, those things. I've been like binge watching everything, taking notes, everything.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to just, finish it as soon as possible to start doing outbound. Then the A2P thing happened, but it's solved right now, so there's not a problem anymore. But just straight to watching content, taking action, and making myself disciplined to be able to, when I can start outbound and start signing clients.
Cool. Awesome. So I guess another thing I'm curious about is there's always a lot of people talking about like program content and course material and all this content out there. And it's like we're kind of more in that digital age. I'm curious, like, what did you actually think about the actual content itself that I have for you?
About the content in the program?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, lots of value. I mean, that's the only thing I'm watching for, to get information. I don't need any other courses. I don't need any other YouTube. I can see how to set meetings, how to set systems for the agency, first of all, how to get my life in place, how
Very
to,
important. Very important. A lot of people
yeah,
don't.
I
Yeah.
mean, probably the most important thing, but how to get my life in place, mindset stuff, a lot of mindset stuff, how to set appointments, how to close deals, how to deliver service, everything, and how to delegate Facebook ads, like everything, in order to
Okay.
not just get to 10K a month, but to scale to 50, 100, whatever.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you dude. Next time we record this, it's gonna be like a 30K a month, and it's gonna be like a 60, 90, then 100, 250. We'll just
At,
keep pumping them out.
at least, at least.
Hell yeah. So I'm curious, what are kind of like, I feel like I did this as well. I kind of had like a light bulb moment when I got like a mentor and that kind of thing when I started to actually get more results. What, I guess if you had any, what were like some of the biggest like mental shifts that you had?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, basically that it's possible. I mean, I saw that you were doing it, and I didn't need any other proof. I can see that it's right in front of me, and I
Mhm.
didn't have any touch with anyone else who's actually succeeding and who actually did it. Because in those courses I had, those were just courses for some people that are, you know, have lots of views, subscribers, whatever, and they're bigger guys. And I didn't have any touch with them, like conversations or anything. So
Yeah.
it was there was a pedestal between me and the success.
Mhm.
But right now, when I got in this program, like I have access to you, who's
Yeah.
actually doing it and succeeding. So that was the mental shift I
Yeah,
got.
we're level headed. There's
Yeah,
no fucking massive pedestals or anything. Like we're
yeah,
yeah, 100%. Definitely think a lot of people need to give the smaller guys some more attention.
yeah.
Um, okay, cool. So I guess was there a point, and I think that this is definitely an interesting one. Was there a point where you realized like, damn, this is actually gonna work? Did you have that kind of point, and when was that?
Mm, yeah, actually, when I signed up for first time, I
Yeah.
mean, that was
How'd that
the
feel?
it felt awesome. Like I'm struggling to book appointments, not even to sign a client. And when I signed a client, like it was one of the best moments in my life. Like,
That's awesome. Yeah, when you get that first Stripe payment in the
yeah,
fucking thing, you're like, it's possible. I can
yeah,
do this. Hell yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm curious, how does your kind of day to day look? Like how many appointments do you typically get a day? Um, how many, I don't know, I guess, yeah. How does your day look?
yeah. Basically, my day looks like it's boring, same day every day. Like, get up, do mindset stuff, those things, prepare for the day, start working, have one meal, start working, have another meal, start working, sleep. That's it. Every single day.
Locked in.
And when I'm working for the appointments, let's say last week has been crazy for volume. I've been doing like, whatever, 250 to 400 cold calls a day. And, my booking rate right now is like 2 to 3%, which is really good. I got a lot of appointments and
Yeah.
a lot of appointments booked for next week. So it's going to be crazy. I'm going to sign at least 3 clients next week. At
Yeah,
least.
that's why we're doing this on a Sunday night because I figured like tomorrow you're probably gonna be pretty much busy with meetings all day. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk some more numbers. I guess so you were pretty much were you at zero when you started with me? With zero
Zero.
K?
Like
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. Fuck. Right. Okay. So you went from a roughly basically zero to I guess anywhere between like 13 and 16 recurring depending on the appointment flow, and that kind of thing. How long did that take? And like for the people that are watching this, how long of like a realistic expectation of how long it could take for them to get that same result? Because like going from 0 to like 10, 13K a month that's a big jump, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say like realistically, to set realistic expectations, 3 to 4 months. But
Most people would say like 8 to 12, right?
you
So
can do it. You can do it in a month or two. It's easy. Like there's nothing holding you back. Like just do the outbound, close the deals, and that's it. Like nothing's holding you back. Just
yeah.
you just need to believe that it's possible, and I think that's the only thing that's holding the most people back.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people in the space kind of just like don't either like even worry about delegating or do anything like that. And I
Yeah.
don't believe you have like any team members at the moment, correct?
No, no, right now.
Okay, so what are your plans for the next like couple of months here? Because obviously I've been rolling out a lot of more delegation stuff
Yeah.
and people have been outsourcing that kind of thing. So I guess like what's your plans? What are you planning on hiring out? What are you planning on saving some time for yourself from all that good stuff?
Yeah, I'm trying to scale on setters, to hire a bunch of setters, like, really a bunch of setters.
Yeah.
Start running B2B ads, scale with setters, scale with ads. Later on, when I get too busy with calls, that's going to be soon, really soon.
Yeah.
Hire a few closers, closer two, and yeah, see how it goes from there, see what needs to be outsourced then. But right now, the focus is on setting appointments, outsourcing setting, cold calling, and eventually outsourcing sales.
Simple enough.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. This is probably my favorite question of all of these kind of questions for you. So, before you joined, you were obviously a certain kind of person, certain personality, certain identity. And now I want you to kind of like paint a picture for me, like the main difference between who you were then and who you are now, because obviously there's a big change.
Big change. Yeah. I mean, before this identity shift I had, I was not disciplined at all. I mean, not to say like, yeah, I was scrolling, I was doing that. I was really trying, but I had lots of things like holding me back. Like I wanted really to be disciplined. Later on, with your help and your videos, content, mindset content, I really, you know, got a shift and actually realized that it's my identity which is holding me back,
Yeah.
and that the reason is my identity. I can't just decide, hey, I'm gonna be disciplined from tomorrow. That can be a thing, but will last like 2 days, and that's
Right.
the thing is to change your whole identity. And the thing in the mindset module is like great for that. Like all the things you've told there, it's really valuable and it's helped me a lot. I became more positive. I became more communicative in life, but also on sales calls, which is really important and has helped me a lot. And right now, I couldn't have this discipline I'm having right now if I didn't have that identity shift. My days wouldn't look like getting up, mindset, work, meal, work, sleep. It wouldn't
Yeah.
look like that. It would look like, getting up late, getting back to bed, and getting up late, eating whatever, working for 2 hours, and then procrastinating on cold calls, on starting the outbound for the day, and maybe just don't do outbound that day, and yeah, watch YouTube or whatever, go to sleep, promise myself that I'm going to be disciplined tomorrow, and it just goes in circles.
It's crazy you say that because I think a lot of people, at least watching this or, considering to join or, start something like this, like they just kind of can't see themselves doing this much work and they just like were undisciplined like you. But you actually made that jump in your identity where now like you can completely do like 300 to 400 dials, thousands of like you do all this volume and
Yeah.
not even like break a sweat.
Yeah.
And I think that that's like a huge shift because people don't really realize that like it doesn't just like you can't just do that. Like you have to change how you view yourself in order to
Yeah.
actually get that outcome. And that's what we focus on so much.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy right now. Like 400 cold calls, it was easy. It just took more time,
Yeah.
but it's easy. Easy.
Yeah. 100%. So cool question. What would you say to someone that's watching this video that's thinking about booking a call with Brandon that's probably going to demolish them? That's just like on the fence about joining or on the fence about like actually trying to see this through.
Yeah, if you're watching this, you probably didn't have your call. So I wouldn't even need a call. I would just request a payment link in the end. You don't need a call. Just get a payment link, get a payment done, and get onboarded. That's it.
That's awesome. That's
That, that, that
that's fucking awesome, dude.
that's what I wanted to do even before seeing results and after seeing results. That's something I would advise anyone to do that.
Love to hear it. Cool. Okay, so I got like maybe like one or two more for you. Um, I guess what do you think? Like, I don't know. Why do you think that this worked for you, and like, how has it worked for other people?
Yeah, first of all, as I've told multiple times during this, call, lots of people don't think it's possible because they don't have touch with anyone that's actually doing and
Yeah,
succeeding. So that's number one thing, I think. And to be able to get that, they need to get someone who's actually succeeding. And it's not that easy to find someone like, on social media, whatever internet, to find someone who's succeeding and to send a DM and you want to be my friend, you want to teach me how to do that, it's not possible. So
yeah,
first of all, I would recommend getting a mentor. I don't want to be like, yeah, get a mentor in this testimonial, for people just to get you as a mentor. But overall, I think it's really important. I think it's really the information you have available is really important. When you can send any questions and let's say WhatsApp, and it will be answered within like 10 minutes, whatever, 20 minutes.
should be fast. I need to get better.
Yeah, I mean 10 minutes, like 10 to 20 minutes, but it's instant information. You need something on the sales call. You can ask in the WhatsApp and it'll be answered. You have not all the information in the world.
Yeah,
And also you have someone to keep you accountable and, but mainly you can see it's possible. And then
yeah.
later on, if you get a mentor, just build discipline and change your identity. That's number one thing. I would say even that the identity is more important than doing outbound in a day.
I agree.
Because if you change your identity, you'll just do the outbound. But I would focus more on changing the identity.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I appreciate the time and everything like that. I guess is there anything else that you kind of want to add that we didn't already cover?
No, I think we covered everything. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you for taking the time. I don't think you realize how many people kind of like, at least in the program, we've only got like, 8 or 9 people in there right now, but I don't think you realize how many people kind of keep in touch with your wins and like your progress and kind of look up to you as well. So
Yeah.
keep posting, keep crushing it, keep showing your wins in the chats and doing everything that we want to see. And we will re-record this once you're at 30K a month.
Yeah. It's gonna be soon.
Yeah, so well, yeah, I literally just you'll start paid ads and then we'll probably record a fucking week from now. So, something like that. So crazy. All right. I appreciate you taking the time. Have a good one, Philippe, and I will talk to you actually